Hi everybody, Carol here. I want to talk about a topic that I've talked about before, but I get a lot of questions about it, so I just want to do another vlog on it. I'm going to talk about stalls and using magnets. So this is basically for P2ers. So basically when you have a stall, it's not like considered a stall if it's just for 1 or 2 days. It has to be like 4 or 5 days to be a real true stall, because our bodies naturally stall just for other reasons. And I'll put on the blog miracleskinnydrops.com where Dr. Simeon talks about stalls, so you can read all about it really quickly just underneath this video. But what I want to talk about is I guess my theory on why magnets work. So I've done this for 2 years now. I had round 2. For me, I had a stall. I tried the magnets and they worked. So I've been trying them with other people that I've been helping through Facebook and YouTube and whatnot. And so basically I would say about 90% of the people it works. Now if it doesn't work, then you're really either at the end and you're basically done losing, or there's other reasons like you've hit a plateau where you've had maybe a former weight and you just can't shake the former weight. But this is for a stall that's about 4 or 5 days, and you want to give yourself a little boost. So here's my theory on this. We've been, Shauna and I have been talking about this, and this is what I think happens, is our bodies, the HCG goes in and attacks the fat, obviously the stored fat. And so when you load, like when you load for the 2-3 days before you start your round, you're putting in all this high fat food and it stores where your fat is. And then when the HCG kicks in, it goes and attacks those areas. So when there's no fat left in that area, or it's, really, really old fat, or it's not able to attack, then putting in high fat food into your body makes it so that it goes into the areas where your fat is stored. And then when the HCG is floating around in your body, it attacks those areas. So if you haven't had any losses for 4 or 5 days, you can do something like eat 12 to 15 magnets. I wouldn't go more than 15. The other thing I have had people try, and it has worked, is eating half of an avocado. So I think those are really high fat foods, and so what happens is you put those in your body, it goes to a place where your fat is stored, because that's what your body does naturally. And it's why coconut oil doesn't work, because coconut oil is a very good high fat food, but it doesn't store in our body. It immediately uses as energy. So having the coconut oil isn't going to do it. It's got to be something that stores, such as avocado or magnets. Walnuts would work too. I had one person try it with walnuts because they didn't care for macadamia nuts, and that worked as well. So high fat, putting it in our body, and then the HCG goes, oh, here's some fat, and then it begins to attack. And then usually the next day. Hey, sorry about that interruption. My computer just quits on me just for no reason, and yeah, I know how to edit and do all this fancy transition stuff, but no time. So anyway, wherever I was, you put in high-fat foods into your body, the HCG kind of kicks in, can find it, attacks it, and there's usually a loss. I wouldn't do this for more than 2 days in a row, so if you don't have a loss with the first day or the second, I would then, move on and look at Dr. Simeon's plateau reasons, because a lot of times there is reasons for the stall or plateau. So, but if you are stalled for 4 or 5 days, it is something to try. You can try magnets, walnuts, avocado. Make yourself a big old batch of guacamole and have like 2 tablespoons. It works. So happy releases, everybody, and talk to you next time.